pistons are alright. Though I get a feeling that the another crankshaft okay. Oh, this fan might be the problem though. So when I get 1,000 experience, I can afford that toolbar thing. Not toolbar, the increased ability to do the bolts. Yeah, I can do the bolts harder. Yeah. Oh, I also am up to date on the DLCs, so I can get parts for this Moloch. I have the tuner car parts, which are for, I believe, every car in the game has their own set, and then I have the performance pack too. So when we get up there in episodes, I'm going to start putting some more horsepower into some cars, and then I'm going to pull some Hold My Beer drag racing. Speaking of which, hold my beer. It's Pepsi. Pepsi Light. You need a fan. I'm your biggest fan. Spark plug and a head. So that I can do multiple cars in an episode. So I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 cars, and I'm gonna set it up so that way you don't have to see all this bolting. So this first episode might be a little longer because I want to try to do 4 or 5 cars, but I do, with that in mind, I did say a lot with, I'm not done with this, while doing bolting, so this is probably gonna show with a lot of bolts going in. But in the future, I think I'm just gonna not talk while I'm doing bolts, so that way I can cut it out later. Not that you guys really need to know that, but I just want you guys to know that since this isn't exactly a fast process right now, I'm going to have to, well, value your guys' time in a different way. It shouldn't be a problem though after I get a new bolting thing, which will be first on the list, and then the next on the list will probably start being the tablet, so that way I can actually access that computer parts, or the car parts, through that I'm doing on that computer. As of right now, I can do it on the go, like I can be in this menu area right here and then start ordering parts, which would be great on the fly. I'm fly. I'm not fly. I'm fly. I'm not fly. Tell you what, I'm ahead of the time it took me to do the first car. Yeah, ahead. And here I am talking while I'm doing bolts again. Just had a little scare because apparently I have my game recording to my C drive. And I had my D drive is my actual terabyte hard drive, and my C drive is the SSD that I have running my operating system. So I can talk about my specs in another video, but I do have an SSD which runs separately. It's like a little 240 gigabyte thing, and it runs separately from my main game files for the most part because I wanted to keep it very unconstricted, so that way it can run properly. And I can run a more of a budget computer. I mean, I spent $500 on doing this whole setup that I have, but it's still, I mean, it obviously works, but it's not exactly the best for recording. So yeah, I think I'm going to do one more car in this episode, just so that way I can kind of fill it all up. So you want to do another Royale Bianco or a Reno Piccolo? Or you guys want to do this Cast Earthquake Rex? You want to wreck it? Yeah, you want to wreck? Oh, can't do it. I don't experience. Therefore, we will do the Reno. A Reno. Hold my beer. Patch with this car. General running repair. Okay, so that's a little bit different. That way we can kind of vary it up a little bit. Oh, here's the garage, by the way. 9,000 experience, so it is still the same. And then they added this with the performance car pack with the dyno. You can test cars in there. You can test the car or tune the carburetors and the ECU chips for cars, depending on which ones are which. There's also this is the test path. It's 2,500 experience. You can test some I believe the suspension and the brakes for cars. This is the paint shop. You can change when you get your own cars. You can change the color of them, or there are also some missions that require you to paint a factory color, which is just basically the color that it comes in. They ask you to repaint it. Then here is the auction center. You can buy the cars from there. They mostly come to use junk. Here's your garage. I don't even know why they put this here. I think they just put that there because. And this is where you can go to do, you can test cars to see what's wrong with them. So I could take that Piccolo out right now and test it, which I might actually. And then the drag strip, which is the new one. What is this? Interesting. You know, I'm going to take it out just so I can see what the running gear needs. Because now that we're in expert mode, I don't get a list. So it can make things difficult. Keep in mind also that the vehicles in this game don't exactly handle like actual cars. They do, surprisingly, like especially if you played CMS 2014. Oh, they're so much better. But I'd like to wobble. Let's see. They're pretty stable here. I'll show you too when I stop. It'll kind of shake about. Or if I just hit that, you see how I kind of like reeled back. There, that's what I get for HMI. Apparently this is an abandoned factory, or an old factory, but you can still hear it working in the background. I needed to stop and just finish this. I meant to go do a flashy drift into the finish line, but that did not work out in my favor because front wheel drives are not my strong suit. Kind of American drives a front wheel drive. No American, that's what. America. Playing this game makes me feel like an American because it's so much easier to do the V8 muscle cars from the 70s, and then you get to these cars that have all these modern things in them, and then it's just so much more difficult. I mean, at least it's just some more things to do, but it just makes me feel like, man, I could really do a 70s muscle car, but man, these stupid European cars are... Don't need to open that. Yeah, apparently this is the moment where I just saw it earlier. So I did not discover one of these parts, but I'm imagining it's that sway bar. No. Can I still highlight these? I guess I gotta pull this tire out first. You were able to highlight these parts once you discovered them. Yeah, so that should make it easier to see what's what. I didn't pull this tire off for no reason then. Alright, good. So still gotta get this, and you gotta take that off. We gotta take the tire off. be about 63%, so one of these things is not like the other. What's behind wheel number 4? Pain and suffering. That's pretty close. Might be a wheel hub, now that I think about it. Or it could be a bushing. See how it's at, the car has to be at least 63%, and that bushing was actually at 65. They sometimes just barely make it in, which can make it a pain. Here it is. I'm willing to bet that they, yep, right there. Highlight it because I'm a lame-o. Oh, can't do the tablet. I was trying to press T to use the tablet. Yeah. Jap crap. Meh. Push. One in. Now that that is finished, I believe I'm going to end it off here. I had a lot of fun, made a couple cars better. They felt bad. And I'm looking forward to doing another video of this. As always, you should let me know in the comments what you think, any suggestions, and come back later and see what's in store.